Hey, what's up? It's AJ from The Scene on FM 1021Milwaukee.com, and we are hanging out with Interrupters on Warped Tour. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing good.
Awesome, yeah.
Stoked.
So, welcome to Milwaukee.
Thank you.
Now, how many times have you been to Milwaukee throughout your career?
Not as much as other cities. We definitely came here on the last Warped Tour in 2016. I don't think we've ever done a headline show in Milwaukee. So it's definitely on our list of places to go for this record cycle tour.
Yes, please. Speaking of which, Fight the Good Fight, almost a month old,
I know.
right? June 29th, I think, was when it came out, right?
Yeah.
So, does it feel like a month? What's that process been like, dropping the new album? Like, how's that been so far?
It's exciting. We're excited to have people hear it, and it doesn't feel like a month. It feels like it was just a couple days ago.
I know, it really does.
But we've just been hitting the ground running. We've just been busy, being out on the road, and we're just happy to share it with everyone.
I do have to say also that we didn't start recording this record till January of this year, so the whole thing seems really fresh and really quick. Because usually, you record a record, you kind of sit on it for 6 months, and then do more songs, mix it, master it. But this one was like record, mix, master, boom, and now it's out in the world. So even being a month old, I'm like, it's still so fresh to us.
Yeah.
So now this is your third full length, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So now, like, being a fan, stepping away from a little bit, like being a fan, I feel like you guys kind of like hit your stride now. So like, how was recording this album? Do you feel like you're just going with the flow? Was it a little bit tougher recording this album? Like, how did that go for you? Like, how was the writing process?
We had about 30 to 40 songs to pick from. We're always writing, and it was just a lot of material to go through, and we tried everything, and we tried everyone's idea, and we just ended up with 12 songs that worked well together.
It was definitely like the Hunger Game of like songs, you know what I mean? We definitely took everything we'd written up until this point and all the stuff we were writing for this record and gave everything a fair shot. Took a look at everything. Got in the studio with Tim Armstrong, who's produced all 3 of our records.
I was going to get to that too, yeah.
Not only like amazing producer, but also just a band dude who gets it and a songwriter. So when we're bringing him songs, he's able to give a really good objective view of it. And once the 5 of us are like, that song's definitely, making the record, kind of. We know that we're in a good place.
Okay. So how did that relationship with Tim Armstrong of Rancid start?
It actually started right here in Milwaukee, believe it or not.
Really?
Not really Milwaukee, but on the...
I'm like, it did?
I'm super excited.
I joined the Transplants as their touring keyboard player in 2005, and I went on the Warped Tour with them. And the reason I say right here in Milwaukee is because the tour started in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
And the second show was in Milwaukee.
All right.
So I remember my first night ever on tour, I got bus sick, and everyone was asleep, and I had to make the bus driver pull over, and I had to throw up on the side of the highway.
No.
It was a nightmare. And the next morning, I remember being like, I don't know if this lifestyle is for me. But I remember waking up right here and going
I've
under.
never heard this story.
Going under I walked under this bridge, right? And there was, because I was on tour with the Transplants, so there was Tim, and then our friend Rachel, who actually has done a bunch of our videos, but she was doing videos for Transplants at the time, walking up, and Rachel goes, let me get a picture of you two. And there's a picture of me and Tim right under this bridge here in Milwaukee, and it was like, I count that as my first day of Warped Tour because I was so sick on the real first day, and I still have that picture, and so just became friends with him through that, and then through all
Has he seen the picture?
Yeah,
all these years later?
Maybe, yeah. I gotta bring that out of storage. But to make a long story even longer, through the years, just we had a studio on the bus on that Warped Tour, and me and him started like working together. I'm an engineer, and we would just start making tracks and stuff, and just throughout the years, always did it. So when we started working, when we put this band together, we'd actually been doing a bunch of stuff with Tim as individuals and collectively, so he was a fan of all of us as individuals, and the fact that the 4 of us were starting this band, he was really excited to be a part of it too. So, immediately on board as producer, put out our record on Hellcat, and all 3 of our records now, but so it's just been an awesome journey with him, for sure.
And then he's also, I think he's featured on a song in each album too, right?
Oh yeah.
Did you ever have like a moment where you were just totally starstruck, like, that's Tim Armstrong,
Constantly.
For
punk
sure.
legend,
This record in particular, Got Each Other. The song that we have on this with all the members of Rancid singing was...
Yeah, the first time we heard, when we played a little part of Got Each Other for Tim, and every song, we're always like, hey Tim, maybe we get you on this one. And then we played a little bit of Got Each Other, and he was like, we got to do this one. And he's like, and what about if we get all of the members of Rancid on it? And we
were
just like
yeah, how are we gonna do that?
Yeah.
And he's like, call him up.
Call him up.
That's so cool. So, that song is just such a total unifying song. So it's just great to have all you guys just together doing that.
Yeah,
the first time I ever heard Rancid in high school, I cried because I was like, I'm not alone, and these are my people, and I'm understood for once, and then it was just that feeling of feeling just included and feeling that people understood me and that I'm not alone. And then when I heard Got Each Other Back with me singing with them.
Oh yeah.
I cried again, and it was a full circle moment. It was just wow, really a dream come true.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So now, what are your plans post Warped Tour? Well,
we definitely are working out some fall dates here in the States that will be announced very soon.
Okay.
Not a full headliner. We're really, we want to do it right for this record, so probably in the springtime we're going to do a full U.S. kind of North America thing. But we have a tour in England, the UK, in December. We're doing 8 dates out there. Mm-hmm. And that's exciting. We haven't been back since we were there in 2017 with Green Day. So this is our first time back in almost 2 years. Yeah, we're really excited. Oh, yeah. And just trying to tour as many places as possible. I hate to be the guy that's got news that he can't share, but there's a lot of really exciting stuff happening.
That's understandable.
And we can't wait to share it. I just want to tell everybody, and but I can't.
Okay.
But there's a lot of exciting stuff, a lot of touring.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So this being the last Warped Tour, over the 20-odd years or whatever this has been, what has Warped Tour meant to you guys as a band and, as individual music fans?
I mean, we just feel lucky to be alive at the time that Warped Tour has happened and in the Warped era, because not only did we grow up going to the Warped Tour, but, all of the bands that influence us and inspire us went on the Warped Tour. Totally. So we feel like we're just a part of this amazing legacy, and, it's one of those things, I feel 100 years, 200 years, 300 years from now, people are going to be, looking back on, the Warped Tour, and it's, as a thing that, man, can you imagine being alive back then and seeing Rancid and Bad Religion and AFI and Pennywise all on the same bill? Mm-hmm. All that kind of stuff. I feel like it's a very historic, important thing for punk rock, and it's an honor to be a part of it.
Totally.
Awesome. So, little rapid fire now. All right. Favorite color?
The rainbow.
The rainbow.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys have a favorite movie, a band favorite movie, something you just put on the bus and just?
Yeah.
Dance Craze.
Dance Craze. Yeah.
Dance Craze.
Yep.
I'm not up on Dance Craze.
So Dance Craze is a kind of a concert documentary about all the bands from the two-tone era in Coventry, England, and it's basically a bunch of concert footage of the Specials, Madness, English Beat, Bad Manners, Selector, Body Snatchers. I think is that all of them?
That's a lot of.
And it's all of them performing, and we we put that on in the bus, or we have a little TV in our van too when we're doing van tours. We always put that on because it hypes us up before stage, and it's just one of those things we never get sick of.
And it's super inspirational.
It's so inspirational.
You gotta watch it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. Yeah. So, each of you, first concert you've ever been to?
Mine was Metallica.
Ours was Anti-Flag and the Bouncing Souls in Hollywood.
Oh, solid.
Michael McDonald and Kenny Loggins in Concord, California.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
It was great.
So
I wish I could honestly see that bill now, you know what I mean?
Do you really wish you could see that bill?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
I mean, as a songwriter and a musician, I enjoy all the genres, from the punk rock to the metal to the yacht rock.
Yeah.
You gotta respect it all.
Okay. So now, you 3 are brothers, correct? Mm-hmm. And you 2 are twins?
That's right.
Did you ever do any, classic twin stuff? Dressing up together or switching instruments on stage?
We still dress exactly the same, pretty much. Yeah. And we still think the same, and we're just naturally very close. And, we never really did the pranky stuff.
Okay.
Nothing on purpose. We always felt like we'd get caught.
Yeah.
We never thought we were that incognito.
Okay.
That we could trick people, but looking back, we probably could have.
Because I'm super close with my sister, and she's one of my best friends, but at the same time, we can also irritate each other quicker than anything. So, like, being in a band together, like, how is that? Do you ever get under your skin, like,
I mean,
super quick, or?
I could get under all three of these people's skin in a matter of seconds if I wanted to, but the trick is to not do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they could do the same to me, I'm sure. You know, that's the thing is, I think being in a band is just as intimate a relationship as a sibling relationship. You know, we spend more time together than, like, is probably healthy for any human beings.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, the trick is to not get under each other's skin and to respect each other's space and to actually respect each other's like differences and know that like, you know, and just, you know, love everybody for who they are. Not to sound like a hippie, but I think that's the key.
Peace, love, and happiness.
Yeah.
We tell each other we love each other every day
That's
We
very
do.
important.
before we go on stage.
It's in our pre-show ritual.
Yeah.
We do a little huddle, we say what city we're in, and let's have a fun show. And we say, this is my family together, and then we each look at each other and say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Even if we're mad at each other.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you guys have a favorite Interrupters song to perform live? Do you have one?
Favorite one to perform live?
Yeah.
No.
No?
I like sound system
Yeah.
because I don't have to sing that one.
And it's a cover.
And it's a cover, yeah.
Yeah.
But he does most of the work on that one, so I
Mhm.
get to like just dance and
Yep.
I have a lot
Have
of fun
fun.
playing She Got Arrested.
Solid choice.
All right. What about you? What's your favorite?
We don't do it that often, but Good Things.
Really?
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I'm learning things
Hey,
today.
we're all learning. It's great. It's wonderful.
One of my favorite songs is, I can't pick a favorite, but one of my favorite songs to play of ours is Phantom City because it's so different than any of our other ones and it's such a fun vibe and every time we play it, it feels good.
And Tim was on that one.
Tim was on that one too,
Yep.
yeah. And I get to sing all Tim's parts. So
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
How's that? How's that?
You know, it's big shoes to fill, and as long as the audience understands that I am going to perform them to about maybe 75% of what he would bring to the table, then we're all good. As long as they're not expecting, like, you know, sometimes we start that song and I see people start to look around. And I'm like, oh no, they're going to
pop out.
I'm going to be so disappointed when I come in with this verse right now. Here we go. But no, it's all good. But you know what the cool thing is every time we're in LA and anytime Tim's around, like we've toured with Rancid, he always
Right.
jumps on stage with us. And that's so exciting for us. And it's like, it's almost harder to perform when he's there because we all just start watching him. We're like, can you believe this is happening?
Yeah.
So to go back to what you're saying, like, do you
Yeah.
still get starstruck? Yes, of
Yeah.
course. And like, anytime he jumps on stage with us, we're all like, can't believe this is happening. Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful Warped Tour, rest of Warped Tour. Thanks for
Thank
being in
you.
Milwaukee. Thanks for taking the time to do this.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
I'm AJ from The Scene on FM121Milwaukee.com. This is The Interrupters. See you guys later.
See ya.